Anything else on general improvement?
Yeah, I wanted to talk about the service department side. I just want to give you a brief synopsis and then Jimmy can pick up on it. As you can see, we had established a program for replacement of trucks from the time I came in, but unfortunately, because of funding and everything, we had to not go along with that program. So we're down now this year where we have 3 new trucks that'll still be paid for in the 2011 budget on the lease program, which is $40,000. But it is time for us to purchase a few new pieces of equipment. The way that works is that we would go out on a state bid, purchase on the state, and then in turn lease that equipment for a 5 or a 7-year period of time based on whatever's the best deal that we can get. With that, I'll let Jimmy take over and let you know what the equipment is going to be needed. Now, there is no cost in the year 2011 for any new equipment. So we will not face any additional costs for 2011 other than this $40,000 that you have here. With the lease contracts, or the lease agreements that are state leases that we can go through, for the first year you pay nothing. So there's no money down and you have no payments for the first year. It's within the second year you begin your lease period. So that means that in 2011 there's no cost. 2012 you'll begin to pay. But as you can see, in 2010 we had a total of $149,000, which we bought out. It's, Jane, it's on capital improvements 408, contractual services.
I'm here.
Go to like the 4th page in. The bottom of
Yeah, I got it.
service.
Thank you.
So you can see in 2010 we had leases that still cost us $149,172. This year we're down to $40,000. So we bought out all the other equipment with the exception of the $40,000, which is
It's a salt truck that we bought.
a salt truck that we bought
Pickup truck.
and 2 pickup trucks. But now Jimmy's going to explain to you what we need, and it's a must that we do this. But again, I just want you to know there's no cost to us in 2011. The first cost to us will be in 2012, but again, we'll be below the $149,000 that we were in 2010. So it's all yours.
Basically what we're looking at is 2 new salt trucks that we're going to have to get. We only have 6 salt trucks right now, and the oldest one we have is a 99, which is pretty much rusted out on the frame end of it. But we need to purchase 2 salt trucks, and I contacted a dealer out of Iowa through Power City on state bid. They have brand new 2009s that were never titled for $21,000 less than what a new truck would cost. That were never titled, so they're brand new trucks that are heavy duty. So we're looking to try to lease those for 5 years, make 5 payments on them, which you'd be able to get a stainless steel dump truck, a stainless steel salt spreader, and also a leaf box for it. So we'll be able to use the trucks year round instead of just using them in the winter time.
And
we also
2 trucks.
2 trucks.
Okay.
2 salt trucks.
We also need leaf machines. We have
And we also need,
purchased any leaf
yeah, the
machines
leaf
for a while.
machines, as you well know, as all of you have seen the leaf collections, those machines are,
Most of them are from the early 90s.
and we really need to.
We've been rebuilding them and patching them for the last 8-9 years. So, and it would be the same thing. We would lease them and not pay on them this year, but it's just something that.
Are the boxes still good for the trucks that we use?
The old trucks?
The old trucks, yeah, we've had our mechanics, actually, they've rebuilt a lot of those. But we're getting to the point, it's not so much that, it's the parts in the engine. They're 43 years old and you can't get the parts in
These
the engine.
new ones that we're getting, like we did on the last one, these boxes just come out and just bolt into the frame.
They bolt right into the new trucks.
It's just a lot more economical.
Yeah.
These 2 new salt trucks could also be leaf trucks, or we would need leaf trucks?
All we have to do is buy the box.
We buy the box.
That's all. It'd be just a one. They're roughly about $8,000 a box, but we would do that all under a lease. It'd be all a group package under state bid pricing. So that's how we did it on the last truck. Yeah.
And the stainless steel would last longer in this environment?
You could replace the truck 5 times before you ever got to replace the dump body or the salt spreader. They don't rust.
Tell them what the truck that we're purchasing costs versus what the new truck would cost.
Yeah, the 2012 truck chassis alone is roughly $93,000. And the truck that I'm looking at now, they have 8 of them. I'm looking at them now, they're roughly 69,000, so there's a huge savings on them. And
So-
they're less emissions, they're just less problems. Because they're city-driven diesel trucks, their emissions are really intense on the new trucks now. They're not really made for idling for a long period of time, and you'd be replacing much of the emissions every couple of years.
So you're
it's
buying
a hard
almost
thing.
2 trucks for the price of 1, basically. I mean, you look at $90-some thousand a truck on the new ones, 60-some thousand on the older, brand-new models.
And they say they've never been used.
They've never been.
No,
titled.
they've never been
They
titled.
brought one down to our shop about 2 weeks ago, just a chassis.
And we brought the mechanics in and had the mechanics go over the whole truck to see what problems we would have.
Would they save gas?
Yeah, they're definitely
Yeah.
more fuel efficient.
So
The newer
we-
trucks are always more fuel
We
efficient.
Yeah.
lower a different line item also at the same time.
But the thing
Wait,
is, you're
are they
getting,
replacement trucks or just additional?
We only have 6 salt trucks to cover 5 square miles in our city.
Okay.
We used to have
Winters
8.
has
Or,
12
so
salt
you-
trucks,
so you have-
so we have half
So
the
these are
amount of-
additions.
These are just additional trucks that
So
we're gonna need.
it's gonna be additional.
That-
Never
Yeah,
mind.
we have a hard time keeping up with the snow.
We tried.
Yeah.
That's my son.
yeah, I mean, it's a tough situation. Like I said, we had a program, but unfortunately, because of funding aspects, we couldn't rotate the trucks and purchase the new trucks as we had proposed at one time.
So to do that, is that something you bring before us in city council and then?
Well,
draw
if
versus-
you approve, you know, we'll have to bring legislation to you saying that we would like to purchase
Right.
Okay.
based on state bid and everything, give you the cost of that, but it would come out of the capital fund 2012.
The 2 people are gonna drive those trucks, where do they come from?
2012.
We've got them. We can only get,
What are they doing now?
oh, they're driving pickup trucks, they're doing other things, but if we can put more snowplow trucks out,
No, that's what I meant, if you have 6 snowplow trucks, and you have 6 drivers, and you add 2 trucks, where do you
Who's
get
gonna
the drivers
drive them?
from?
the other guys that aren't working going out plowing snow.
Right. Everybody's multitask.
I know, I was wondering what they
There's
were
guys-
doing, if
there's
they
guys-
weren't doing
They want everybody
anything.
volunteering.
There's guys trimming trees.
There's
Well,
guys
they're
trimming
doing
trees, doing
truck
everything, but
You
when
don't
we
see
get,
guys in the middle of Mayfield like this?
You're plowing snow, they're really trimming.
They're not
Oh, we
reaming
do
the
everything year
sewers.
round.
when the
yeah, I mean, they're
garbage
doing
is-
other work, but
We-
we can divert them to do snowplow. We need to get out on the roads, as Jimmy said, Lyndhurst is half the size of us and they have 15 trucks on the road. We have 8.
Okay, that makes sense, thank
You
you.
know, okay, at some point, it becomes a balance between pandering to the 3 or 4 people who are just too damn lazy to dig their cars out of their driveways and want to complain, and really doing only what we need to do to clear those.
You know, Jim,
primary and
I'm proud to say
secondary
we
streets.
have done, I think, an excellent job in that aspect by eliminating a lot of that by our sensible salt program, which, and you know, only goes partially into the streets, but it's still drivable and everything else. But the factor is, we're spending more overtime
Yeah.
because it's taken us longer to do 150 lane miles than what Lyndhurst does.
Yeah, 2 more trucks you could cut down.
Yeah, you can cut quite a bit of the labor. Plus, you've got the truck for extra items for leaf season.
Most of our leaf trucks are from
Most-
late 60s, so we need to start.
We need to start replacing
upgrading.
some of those.
Yeah.